50-ish. So we are very proud of Sayrusa, and Mr. Can-Do has done remarkably well for himself, setting up a small business with distinguished architects and diligent associates, and very valued clients he has. So I was proud of you. Cyrus knows the value of fine balance between work, family, friends, and community. So that's something remarkable that he does, and we're here to celebrate his 58th, his past, a wonderful past that he has had, and a glorious future that we're going to have, Sayrusa. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, anybody else? There are some people that are lined up to speak. Hello. Yeah.
No cameras, please, no cameras. Hi there. I am Kira. I just want to know what you guys were doing during the summer of love. Listen, hi, it's Kira. We talked to everyone. I wanted to know what you guys were doing during the summer of love. In the 60s? I'm sorry, I didn't take it. Okay. But you look amazing. I love this outfit. Cyrus, birthday twin, Mistress Ruler here to tell you, Cyrus Ruler. But I just want to say, I had something to say, but I was just like, I have to take this opportunity to talk with you guys. Thank you for having us. It was a beautiful event. The clouds were like Georgia Keep clouds as I was driving down Lake. Oh, they're gone. In case you missed it, but I recorded it all. You'll never see that because I just want to point out Cyrus is an amazing man with a lot of patience and kindness, and you're a very gentle soul, and I'm happy to have you in my life. And thank you for having me here. I forgot what else I was going to say, but let's all raise a glass to Cyrus. Mistress Ruler, King Cyrus. Sorry, you can't touch it.
I do have the shirt for it.
I think I'm going to leave, actually.
You better leave. Are there any children in the room? Because if we could maybe cover it up, it'll be all right. I was driving to work the other day, and I got a call from Mrs. Rebecca. I immediately knew I did something wrong, and I was terrified. So Cyrus and I have been friends from high school, tight friends. And many of you have noticed his recent transformation into the peak physique you have now, because he's working out now. What you might not know is he used to be an all-star gymnast, and that is where we became friends. So picture a practice, Cyrus doing the high bar, right? Around and around and around, peels off, wipe out, slams upside down. I gotta do this wall. Upside down against the wall in a handstand with his face on the wall. Best move ever. But what really kept our friendship going, we had a couple of really good moves. One move was where we would tell everybody's parents that we were staying at the other person's house, right? We all did that, you know what I mean? I'm back before cell phones, so nobody could call and check. So then, there was an incident. I called our buddy Jeff in California this morning to compare stories. He brought up we stole a car when we were freshmen and pushed it out of, we think, Steve Cazzillo's driveway. Oh my. And then drove around badly with a stick shift.
We didn't steal a car.
We didn't steal it. Nobody had a license. Nobody had a license.
Wait, hold on.
And we had no permission. And we couldn't drive manual. And so there was like a cartoonish moment where we pulled onto the train tracks when the car stalled.
Oh!
Yeah, it was like, oh, there's nothing. That's awesome. And then we pulled off. Well, I think what really solidified our friendship all these years was to go back and redo our prom party. We called it the prom reunion. So at prom, we were very, very clever. And we packed Jeff's minivan completely full of alcohol in suitcases. So there's like 5 people, but there's like 25 suitcases full of beer. And we packed it all in this minivan before we went to the cabin where we were dropped off. And
Janie's here.
I know, yeah, Janie, that was full of alcohol. Yeah. And so when Jeff's mom and dad picked us up, it was like, well, there's a lot more room now. It's like, yeah, Jeff's like, I don't know what happened. You know, packing better. And I believe Bob then called him out and said, well, I think there's a lot less beer. And he was right. And we went back as many times as we could when we were in college and after college, and just tried to keep it rolling. And it's worked out pretty good for us, because I'm very proud to call Cyrus one of my best friends. We've known a long time. So thanks, brother.
Yeah, we lied to you about that beer. Sorry about that.
Can you take the call? I'm just curious.
Well, I mean, she had left me 2 voice messages. And little quick side story. Somebody at work was telling Sunil sent a screenshot. He had over 300 unlistened to voice messages. And I was like, I never even thought of how many unlistened voice messages I had. Over 500. 2 of which were your mom. And I also was nervous. But she simply said, would you like to say a few words about Cyrus? To which I was delighted. So the story that I want to share with all of you is the day that I met Cyrus. We were at a destination wedding for a co-worker of our respective boyfriends, my husband, your boyfriend. And the way that we were seated at this wedding was you were seated across from your date. So I was seated next to Cyrus, and you guys, like, the main entree hadn't even come yet, and I was already determined that we would be friends. And as soon as I finished the meal, I said to my husband, I have a big crush on him. We are going to not only make him our friend, we're going to make him our best friend. And that was maybe 2010-ish, because we were at your 40th, which was lovely. And so my point with all of this is that I was smitten from the beginning. It wasn't just your dashing good looks and your gregarious laugh, but that was a big part of it. And I'm just so delighted to be here today, celebrating your 50-ish. And we loved you then, and we love you now. So, cheers.
Hello all. My name is Jam. I'm Cyrus's brother. I'm going to make this very quick because I want my wife Tammy to come up and give the happy birthday wish to Cyrus. I will, or Mr. Olympus, as you would call him now. Mr. Olympus. Okay. All right. So Tammy, where are you? Cyrus, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Cyrus. I'm proud to call you my brother. Tammy had some words to say. She is. Okay.
I didn't hear the beginning. My husband gets tired of speaking in public, and I'm not very good at it. But the one thing, I just want to wish Cyrus a really happy birthday, and I'm going to cry probably. But he is, I want to thank you for being such a positive influence on my kids. And, they love you like, you're like the cool uncle, but you're like a dad, sort of dad. So I want to thank you for that. And I also want to say, and Jaymon is like in here right now, but one thing I want to say from my heart is that I love you. We'll mother back into the
Anyone else? Say something? Oh, hold on. Wait a second. When Mr. Ravenna mentioned earlier that Cyrus has a lot of distinguished clients, he was referring to my husband and I, and we're so grateful. But going back, I will attest to what Carolyn said because she texted me from that party to tell me that she had met our future best friend. He was so handsome and he had the best laugh and I was going to love him. And it's spot on. But I do want to also piggyback off of what Cyrus's dad said, which is that he manages to do so many things for so many people. He juggles work and friendships and vital things that he does for the community. And he always makes everyone around him feel like they're the focus. That's what's they're the priority. And it's a skill and it's something that we love, and having Cyrus as a friend. And so, happy to be here to celebrate. Love you so much. Happy birthday.
I am Jeff's mother. My cottage that they lovingly call the Pomeranian. However, these details I didn't really hear the first time around. I did know about the beer pong that I think was part of the equation, but at any rate, never affected me. Jeff calls me my surrogate son since he's out in California, my second son. More importantly, though, Cyrus and I have had the opportunity, I'm an interior designer, so Cyrus has been an architect that I've been so happy to work with. We've done several projects, one in New York, now we're working in Atlanta, Florida, we do things down in Florida, and details on top of every little thing, and I knew I never had to worry about it, except if you've ever let him drive you. As he reported earlier, they are a little loosey-goosey about things. And so we would get in the car, and of course we were doing a project in Wisconsin, and the gas was going to be cheaper in Wisconsin. So I said, well, as soon as we get into Wisconsin, we'll fill up the tank. Okay, we're fine. As soon as we're ready to come home, we'll fill up the tank. Okay, no problem. And I said, when are we going to stop? Where are we at? Because, it says up there, and he says, it says we have 2 miles. And I said, I think we need to go, or you will be pushing the car again.
Actually, Jeannie, I said, don't look.
Oh.
I said, don't look, we'll be okay.
Anyway, we've always had a good time, and he's very professional. We have fun. So, happy birthday.
One more. Hi, everyone. My name is Gina, and Cyrus and I have been friends since high school, right? Middle school? No, high school. And I don't have any crazy stories because I wasn't involved in a lot of the shenanigans, except for the prom reunion, but I wasn't responsible for all that alcohol, Jamie, just so you know. Not me.
Not even
I was just along for the ride.
Oh, come on, Gina. I would be very disappointed if you didn't participate.
But Cyrus and I just want to say how much I'm so thankful for our friendship. We've been friends and we were roommates for a while. We lived together. And he's telling me that I'm his best customer because I've referred like all those distinguished clients, those came from me. Honestly. I have referred to a lot of architecture projects. You've worked on like every house that we've ever lived in. But Cyrus, you're just such a great friend, and I just always like when I'm with you, you have like this energy that's so positive and joyful. And so I always enjoy the time that we spend together. So I'm glad that we're all here celebrating you, and I hope you have another awesome 50 years. Happy birthday.
Good job, honey. Hi, how are you? I'm good. How are you?
You look so cute. Yeah, thanks for letting me park in your building.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Nice to meet you.
thank you all for coming. It really is an honor and a pleasure, and I couldn't think of a better way to celebrate my birthday than with friends, families, and colleagues, and clients.
Friends.
And who become my friends. And, you know, it really is true that when I work on a project, it's so intimate, and we have such a good time. And, you know, I'm creating something for my friends, so I really love it. And I love to hear the stories about the projects that we work on. But, you know, this is like the collision of all my different friends groups. I have family, I have friends, I have work, I have those friends, and you're all here in the same room. And I just hope you don't all talk to each other too much. Too many bad stories. But I do hope that you all have a good time. I would like to thank my mom. She is... My mom is the master party planner. She plans parties for 100 people within a couple of days. And so this party probably wouldn't have happened without her help. And I really don't mind the average, on average, we were talking to each other about 6 to 10 times a day last week to talk about all sorts of different things like, do you really need me to pick up the cheese sticks from Trader Joe's? So I got a phone call, a text, and then another phone call about the cheese sticks. But thank you, Mom, for helping. She really is the master player. Next, I would like to thank my mom and dad. They really gave me the best childhood that anyone could ever imagine. And as you can see from the pictures around the room and the pictures scrolling on the screen, we really did have a fantastic childhood. My sister is not here today. She's dropping her son off at college in New York. So she and her family couldn't be here, but my brother is here. And we really did have a wonderful childhood. And my parents have been by far the best role models. They lead by example, and they have taught us how to live a fulfilling and meaningful life, and we really appreciate it. Next is to my husband, Napone. Where did he go?
What's that?
He is my willing sidekick most of the time, and he's always there to help. He never stops running, and I really do appreciate it. You really do make my life happy and fulfilled, so thank you so much. And so finally, a special thanks to all of you who tell me that I don't look 50. That's very good for my ego. I do appreciate it. And when I hear that, all I think of is that I'm a little bit immature for my age.
Oh, really?
But there's plenty of food, and there's plenty of drinks, and please eat and drink a lot because I don't want to be eating this and drinking this for the next 2 weeks. So enjoy, have a good time, and the cake is made by my mother.
Oh.
It is a marzipan fruit cake, and it's supposed to be tie-dye.